Thanks for joining us. Got Greg and Dave out here at Badwater Basin. See, there's water here this year, which is kind of interesting. So just thought we'd take you through Death Valley and Mojave Road, doing a little holiday trip this year. We did this last year too. It's kind of nice. A lot of families out here this year. It's kind of nice to see people getting out and stuff.
This is also our attempt at a reboot of 2.5 Men. Stay tuned.
Pilot. Out here in Badwater Basin, there's actually water in it this year. That's right, buddy, because of Hurricane Hillary. So it's kind of a unique sight. See, that fellow's quite a bit further out than we are, but yeah, it's only about ankle deep. Still, it's kind of neat to take part in it, you know, and get to experience a dry lake bed that's actually wet. Just heading up Cottonwood Canyon here in Death Valley. Just kind of driving through this little canyon here. The Park Service really did us a favor this year. Took the bulldozer out. All right, this is where we stopped for the night, up here in Cottonwood Canyon in Death Valley. We found this a couple of years back. There's this little cathedral back there, and this is a pretty decent camping spot. You gotta come up here about an hour from Stovepipe Wells, but it's worth it. I'll take you up there in a second. All right, coming out of Cottonwood Canyon, driving back through this little notch. That's first night down.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's Cottonwood Canyon, little cathedral cave. It's about, what, an hour up from Stovepipe?
Yep.
That wasn't too bad.
Much easier to get to this time because we knew what we were looking for.
Yep, yep. We saw a guy dry camping here. We thought maybe he was committing suicide, but it turns out he's just dry camping, so that was good. Pleasant surprise. Saw a fellow running up there. God knows what he was doing, but also didn't see his carcass, so that's good.
No wind, no bugs,
no wind.
Great fire.
Allegedly. An alleged fire.
Well, imagine.
You're right, you're imaginary fire. Heading down to Racetrack, taking a look at all this beautiful geology. So one of the guidebooks mentioned that this dry lake bed out here called Racetrack, it's one of the most level natural formations in the world, that across its length of, you know, whatever that is, it's a 2 inches change in elevation. So that's pretty neat. What am I looking at here?
Oh, this is dumb brand fire starter at its finest.
What's that?
That's a better view down into Saline Valley up from Lippincott Pass. That's night number 2, Homestead Dry Camp. Just buried a cornback rattler over there. So we figured it was an opportune time to stop and kind of update. So we're back in Saline Valley, and we're going to head out south, hit the 190, then go over to Olancha Cosa Junction, fuel up, then head down to Hesperia. We would stay at his place for the night before we go out to Laughlin.
Not in Hesperia.
Which is not in Hesperia.
Yes. Great.
around up here. Little view from Panamint Summit is what I'd call it, but this is the north end of Panamint Valley. If you look down there, you can see Panamint Dunes. Pretty typical terrain up here. Not challenging, just a little bit beach up.